Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe, and this is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. So, if you're playing along today, the code is going to be H9K4Z4. And if you're new to the Level Up program, this is all about learning how to shoot the dice and come up with a better based, a shooter based betting system. And today we're going to do something a little bit different than normal. Normally we go with a dice set and we use that same dice set throughout the entire hour that we are throwing the dice. And today what we're going to do is we're going to try to throw somewhere between 40 to 100 throws. And we're going to actually be changing the dice sets around according to what the dice are doing. And this is kind of a preview to the brown belt level. We're going to be adding other things into the brown belt level, but for now, what we're going to do is we're going to try to make this so that we're adjusting to what we're seeing. So for example, if we're going to start off with a 5-4-5-4 hardway set, and the hardway set is kind of our base set. And if you look at any of my past videos, all my dice analyzing videos and all the different dice sets that we're doing, we start off with the hardway set, the 5-4-5-4. And in those videos, what I do is I show you how to get to whatever dice set I'm showing from that 5-4-5-4 dice set. So this is something to kind of keep in mind. If we are staying primary, in other words, the dice go down and they stay on axis and they stay revolving at the same rate, what we'll do is we'll stick with that 5-4-5-4 hardway set. If we have one dice off axis, so in other words, one dial implode or one dial explode, we're also going to stay with that 5-4-5-4 hardway set. If our dice are single pitching, what we're going to do is we're going to switch to the 4-2-4-5 dice set. Okay, and that 4-2-4-5 dice set is very friendly to us if we're single pitching the dice on a consistent basis. And then if we're double pitching on a consistent basis, we're going to use the dice set that we're using right now currently in that purple belt level, which is that 3-2-5-4 dice set. And how we're going to determine is if we're consistently doing it, if you will, consistently throwing a certain roll, is if we can do two rolls the same, that is what I'm going to consider consistent. So we're going to be switching the dice set throughout our shooting. And we're going to just try this out, guys, and see how it works. And just practice around. Today's kind of a fun day. It's not a normally scheduled level up program. So let's get going here. And we're going to start off with a 5-4-5-4 hardway set. And I have a black die on the left side, a white die on the right side. And I'm going to go with Crapsee here. I'm just going to kind of start betting around, guys. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time to get in and make your bets. And I'm just going to make my own bets. I'm not going to really announce too much with the Crapsee, other than just trying it out. So here we go. And we have Marble Fork joining. Welcome, Marble Fork. And Joseph Ramus, welcome, welcome, welcome. So people are just starting to wake up. It is a Saturday morning here, and it is early for a lot of people. So 5-4-5-4 hardway set to start off with, and let's see what we have. Dice out. And we're going to start off with boxcars. So we got all the dots and all the spots. So that would be let's look at the dice really quick here. 5-4-5-4 hardware set, that would be one input and one exploding. So let's still stick with the hardware set, see what we're going to do here. I'm going to go back up on my pass line bet here. And we'll call that all bet set. Dice out. Still looking for a point. And that left die left just a little bit early, but we have the 3-1-4 Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So 4 will be our first point. Again, that's going to be 1 dice off axis there. And now we're looking for consistency. So we're going to stick with the hardware set until we get 2 like rolls. So 2 rolls the same. 2 single pitches, 2 double pitches, 2 of anything. So we can kind of make a determination on what we're going to do with the dice. So let me place my bets here really quick. We're going to go $30 on the... Now we're going to go 15 on that 10. The 4 is covered on the pass line. Let's go $30 on the 5 and 9. We're going to go 36 on that 6 and 8. And we're going to call that all bets set. Dice up. So again, we're looking for 2 consistent types of rolls here. Dice going to hit the side wall, and here we have a double pitch now, which is our 2-5-7. So that's a 7 ouch. So that's not a good start with this. And that's the one bad thing with this with the hardware set, is that you can double pitch it, and a double pitch on any roll of the dice here on a hardware set will result in a 7. So good morning, Craig. Old Bay Craps. Old Bay Bushel in the house. You just spoiled it for me, Craig. I didn't see the final match. Congratulations, Joseph. Congratulations. I will have to definitely watch it. I was busy trying to stay awake last night. I spent almost 30 some hours up, and had some family issues going on that I had to deal with. So I did not get much sleep. I am a third shifter for everybody that is following along here. So my sleep schedule is very irregular. And I was planning on watching it today. I'm on the way down in about 4 hours. I'm going to be making my way down to Milwaukee, Wisconsin to watch the Brewers play today. It's a fun work trip that we have going on. So we have all bets set here, and let's go dice out. And here we go. Dice split apart a little bit in midair. We have that 6-4-10, Waylon's best friend, weighing in, Daddy Joe. So that'll be our start here. And if you're just joining in, today we're doing something a little bit different. It's kind of a preview to the brown belt. We're going to be kind of playing around with the dice sets. We're looking for consistent throws. And depending on what the throw is, will depend on the dice set that we're using. So we're back on the 5-4-5-4 hardware set again. Let's place our bets really quick. And we're going to change the dice sets around depending on how we throw the dice. Not a big deal there, buddy. We'll rewind for 24 hours. Awesome. Okay, 5-4-5-4, hardware set. But I shouldn't complain because I tell the results of different things sometimes on my channel as well, so. And not a lot of energy in that dice. That right one kind of stuck, but we have the 5-5 Old Bay Bushel. So the hard 10. And I'm not even, none of my dice sets are entering the KPI. Let me go back here really quick and enter that in a KPI. I forgot to engage it. So let's get those dice sets entered in really quick so everything's updated on the screen. Let me get to my dice rolls on Crapsee here. So we did the 6-6 hard 12. Then we did a 3-1-4. And then we did the 5-2, ouch. 6-4-10 for a come out. And then we had the 5-5 hard 10. So now we should be all caught up. So that is point made here. We're looking for a new point. Again, we're going to go $22 on that pass line, $4 on the craps check, All our box numbers are turned off. We grab the dice back here so we're all ready, and here we go. So that was a hard way result, which means that our dice stayed primary. So we're going to stick with that hard way dice set. And I think today and tomorrow here is going to be travel day for everybody going down to Vegas for DiceCon. It's been a lot of behind the scenes commentary about DiceCon. We have a 5-1 mixer. So Chris from Sideshow Gamble. And that's going to be one dice off access. So that's going to be our new point, 6. And we're still looking for 2 rolls in a roll here. I get to punch you in the arm, Craig. You're funny. Well, anyway, we're looking for consistency in our rolls. If we get 2 rolls the same, we're going to adjust the dice set accordingly. So just kind of a heads up on what we're doing. That point is a 6 now. We're going to take that $36 off the 6, and we're going to go $15 on the 9 and a 10. And we're going to try to get a hit here so we can put some extra money on that 4 and 10. All bet set and dice out. Again, looking for 2 consistent results on the rolls here before we start changing the dice set around. And if I could throw consistently, we'll get consistent results. But here it is a consistent result here. That is the Old Bay Bushel once again. So that is another primary hit. So far we seem to throw in either 1 die off access or primary hits. So it's more 10s. There's a 10 there, Craig, for you. So 5, 4, 5, 4, and let's see if we can get another 10 here for you, buddy. And we can do the 4-10 flip, something that never happens according to all the text messages and YouTube messages that Chris from Dice DJing gets. So 10 hit, we're going to go to $30 on that 10 and 4. And we'll do that for 1 roll here, and then we're going to come down to that 96 across bet level. So all bets set here and dice out. So we're still sticking with the 5-4, 5-4 hardway set until we can get some consistent patterns going here. And we have a 3-2-5 Michael Jordan 2-3. And hopefully my microphone does not die today. I'm semi-low on my battery. So if it does happen, let me know in the chat, guys, because I will hopefully make some adjustments so you guys can at least hear me. It won't be the quality microphone that we have, but it will be what it is. So we're going to come down on our bets. We're going to go to 96 across bet level. And then it's going to be 15 on the 4, 5, 9, and 10. And it's going to be 18 on that 8. And we can start pressing up from here. $82 brought back to the rack, 115 on the table. And the last one was a 3-2. So that was a single pitch. So that's our first single pitch for the day. We're going to go one more time with the hardway set. And if we get another single pitch, we'll switch over to the 4-2-4-5 dice set. So dice out. Here we go. 5-4, 5-4 hardway set. And we have a 6-1-7, ouch. So that would be both dice off access, and that's been our secondary roll there, result, I should say. So 1-6-7. And the throws that we're doing today, we're not going to record in Bone Tracker. I'm just doing it on KPI so we can kind of keep a running track of what's going on. We still have not gotten off that hardway set. So hopefully we get a little bit more consistency here, a little bit length to the rolls so we can figure out what's going on with the rolls. And it is a Saturday morning, so we're still warming up. Got a good night of sleep. We got about 7 hours of sleep last night, so that was nice. So let's go all bet set here, guys, and dice out. 5-4, 5-4 harder set. They split apart just slightly. We have the 5-6 mid-mo yield to start off with. So that is not a point set yet, but that is a pass line winner. It is also one die off access. So we will hit that craps check again, $3. And Craig, I'm sorry we didn't get the flip that, but we were close. We were close. One more hit, you would have brought back $1,000 off that, off the 10. So and that's kind of weird because I don't normally throw a lot of 10s. Normally it's the other side of the spectrum. The 4s is what I normally hit. So 5-4, 5-4 hardware set. That was an 11. That's one dice off access. And we have a 4-1 mixer, horse and buggy. So 4-1-5, that'll be our new point. And that again is one dice off axis. And we're staying one die off axis here. That means we stick with that hardware set. That's one die off axis will not produce a 7 on that hardware set. So let's get our bets in here. 15 on the 4 and 10. We're going to go $30 on the 9, 36 on the 6 and 8. Five, 4, 5, 4. And we got all bets set. So you made $45. Okay, that's good. I always forget the progressions on that. I know it's like 1,060 if you hit it, if you can flip it. And I'll explain to you guys what the 410 flip is in 1 second here. 5-4, 5-4 hardware set. We have a 2-4-6. So we have a single pitch again of the dice. So staying on axis, but a single pitch. So when we get another single pitch, we'll switch the dice set over. So the 410 flip, guys, is you put, shoot, what is it? You start with the $100 on the 4 and 10, I guess. And if it hits it, you win $200. And you put $300 on there. That makes you $600, and then you take everything down, and I think it comes out to be like $1,000 that you actually win. So what does YouTube tell me here? My stream bit rate is lower than the recommended bit rate. Hopefully it's not working here, guys, hard. So anyhow, we got the 6, so we're gonna pick up $15 on that 4 and 10. So we're going to 30 on each of those. And we'll do this for one hit, then we'll come down at 96 across the level. Again, that was a single pitch. We are looking for another single pitch, and then we will change the dice set. And guys, this is just kind of a practice session. Things that I'm thinking about for brown belt level to see if we can improve our dice results, dice throwing results by changing dice sets as we go through. And this is kind of not the same, but similar to what George from CY does, where he analyzes his results all the time and changes the dice according to results. So here we go. We got a 2-3-5. This is going to be our second single pitch for the dice. So now we're going to start switching our dice sets around because we are noticing a little bit of a pattern here now. So 2-3-5. And remember now, if we're single pitching, that was our point, by the way, so we're looking for a new point. We're going to go to $22 on that pass line. We're going to go to $4 at craps check. Now, if it's single pitching on a regular basis, we're going to go to that 4-2-4-5 dice set. Because with the 4-2-4-5 dice set, if you single pitch, there's no way to make the 7, the big red. So all of our single pitches either come up as a 4-5, 5-4, 2-3-3-2, 4-2, 2-4, 3-5, or 5-3. That's the single pitch results on a 4-2, 4-5 dice set. So let's go about all that set here, guys. Dice out. So the 410 flip, Craig has explained to me. He starts with $35 on a 4 and 10. You win 70 for that. You put $100 on the 4 or whatever number hits, and that extra $5 is your vig. He says on the East Coast. Also in Wisconsin, here what we do is we pay the vig up front. And if you lose that bet, you lose the vig as well. But if you take the bet down, you get the vig back. $100 will win $200. You collect the $195, pay the $5 vig. To keep the $100 bet up. So very cool. Okay, that's all. 2, 4, 5. Dice are not countable. Let's set them down and regrip them. Kind of a split to the dice when I set them that time. And here we go. And we have a 6-3. That'd be a center field 9, 6-3. So hopefully we start getting a little bit of length through our roll here again. And that 6-3 is going to be 1 dice off axis. So again, if we have that 1 dice off axis, we go back to the hardware set, but we need 2 rolls in a roll, consistent rolls, in order to change our dice set. So 4-2, 4-5 is going to be our dice set here. And we're going to take that $30 off the 9. We're going to go to $30 on the 5 here. And we're going to actually, no, we're not. We're going to take our bets down here and go to 96 across. Because we won twice already. So that's going to be 15 on the 4 and 10, 15 on the 5, and 18 on that 6 and 8. Good morning, Uncle Hoku. I was watching Chef Dice's video this morning before I went live, and Uncle Hoku was on there. It was a farewell to Brian because Brian is also leaving for Vegas. I'm thinking today or tomorrow. So they had their Friday night practice session last night at Brian's house. And that was Hawaii Crap Shooters, Brian. Dice out. 4-2, 4-5 dice out. And we have a 6-2-8, so that's our second dice set where it is 1 dice off axis. That was kind of a honky throw, kind of a weird throw. So I'm going to actually throw it again with this same 4-2, 4-5 dice set because the mechanics of that dice set was not consistent with a lot of the other ones. Good morning, Navaldo. So that was an 8. We're going to collect that hit there. We're not going to press or do anything with it. So 4-2, 4-5. So bring a little bit of money back on there. Try to get break even on this shooter here. And we're going to go all bets set and dice out. And we are slowly generating people watching here today. It is an early Saturday morning for most people. So I know people like to sleep in. 4-2, 4-5 is the dice set, dice out. Hit that mixing bowl a little bit. Another 2, 4, 6, 2 by 4. So another 6 here. So that 2, 4 is a single pitch of the dice, I believe. Yes, it is. So another single pitch, which is fine for this dice set. That's actually preferred for this dice set. So we're just at that break-even point. So that was a collect. The next one will be a press going forward. So 4-2, 4-5. So far, we've used 2 different dice sets. We've used that 4-2, 4-5. We've used the hardware set. All bet set here, guys. Dice out. And we're still looking for consistent rolls of the dice. So if we stay single pitching, we're going to stay with this dice set here. And we have a 5-3-8, another single pitch of the dice. 5-3. That is nice. So now we're going to drop in $3. We'll bring that 6 and 8 up to $30. So 135 brought back to real, 142 on the table right now. So 4245. And by the way, this, I believe, is the dice that I used when I did that international shooter competition and got that 27 roller. So we'll see how it goes for us today. See if we can repeat that. We have Tea Leaf Power coming off from Uncle Hoku. So that should be good luck to us. 4245, dice out. And another single pitch. So 267. So if we were on our normal one, now what I said that we're using currently on the purple belt level, we'd be getting killed. But since we switched back to the other dice set, we're actually getting some good results on that. So that was a win on that. We're going to go to $42 on the 6 and 8. So we're slowly pressing these bets up here. So there's a slight collect and slight press. So we are finally in the positive on the shooter. $170 brought back to the rack. 166 on the table. 4245 is our dice set. And we'll go all bet set. So again, we'll keep trying to look for consistent results in the throws to determine what we're going to do with the dice set. Kind of pulled that one when I threw it. So my mechanics were off. We have a 617, unfortunately, which is both dice off axis. And again, guys, I felt that as soon as the dice left my fingers, that was a mechanical issue, not a dice result issue. Unfortunately, we got that 7-0, and we hit 10 rolls that time. So we hit double digits. So it's a start. We're going to stick with the 4245 dice up because we're continuing on here. $20 pass line bet, $3 craps check, 555 on the ATS. And we're going to go all bets set here, guys. We have 4 people playing on Crapsee, only 7 people watching YouTube. Again, this is not a normal day for me, and this is kind of a preview to what we're going to be doing for the brown belt level. Changing dice sets as we go through. Another thing we're going to do on a brown belt level once we get to that, which is still a little ways off yet, is we're going to be starting to throw from different positions on the table. Dice out. And we have a 5-6 mid-mo yo, 6-5 mid-mo yo. That is one die off axis. So we're going to keep that in mind when we're throwing this next one here. That is a pass line winner for the come out. So we got to go back up on our craps check again. It also helps with that ATS. So we're going to go back up $3 on that craps check. Craig, thank you for following along here, buddy. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Enjoy. 4245. And we got all bets set here. And we have a 4-4 square pair. So that'll be our new point. 8. And that 4-4 on this dice is obviously a primary hit. So if we get another primary right away, we're going to go right over to that hardway set. So let's go $15 on the 4 and 10. 30 on the 5 and 9. We'll go 36 on that 6. Good morning, Jen. We're going to call that all bets set here. I'll give Jen just a few seconds to get her bets in. And again, that was our first primary hit we've had in a while. So we're going to stick with that 4245. If we get another primary, we're going to switch back to the hard way set. So all bet set. And we have 2, 3, 5, Michael Jordan. Thrown quite a few of those already this morning. And that's a single pitch. So we're going to stick with this 4245 hard way, or 4245 dice set. So 2, 3 for Crapsee. And we're going to go up to $30 on the 4 and 10 now. 4245. And I'll bet set. They split apart a little bit in midair, but we have a 4, 6, 10. Waylon's best friend on the end. And that is one die off axis. So let's check for consistency here. There's only one in a row here. We've been single pitching a lot of our dice today. So we're gonna come, let's go one, let's come back, let's come down on our bets. We'll go at 96 across bet level. So we have 101 brought back to rack, 113 on the table currently. So we're gonna do one more hit and then we will come and start pressing our bets. So let's get into profit here. 4245. Sticking with that dice set, we'll go all bets set here and dice out. Left dice hit and crossed over. We have a 1, 2, 3 ace deuce Alfredo sauce. So that is another one dice off axis. So there's our second one dice off axis. So that means that we're going to switch back to that hard way set, and we'll see what happens with the dice rolls there. So that does nothing for our bets other than the ATS. So we're going to go back to the hard way set, 5454 hard way. And even if you're just joining in, this is kind of a preview here to the brown belt level. This is one of the many things we should have coming up when we get to the brown belt level. 5454. And we have a 5-1 mixer. Again, that's one dice off axis, so we went to the correct dice set. So that means we're going to stick with this dice set. 1, 5 mixer. So that was a collect. Now we're definitely in the profit on the shooter. 122 brought back to rack. 113 on the table. 5454 hardway set. We're going to call that all bets set here, guys, and dice out. And we have a 4-5. 4-5 Big Mac. That's the hard 9. Jeff from Middle Anti-Craps. So that is a single pitch of the dice. So we get another single pitch. We'll go back to that 4-2-4-5. But we're sticking with the 5-4-5-4 here. And we are going to press the 5 and 9 up to $25. 143 brought back, 133 on the table, all bets set. Dice out. And we have a 3-1. That's a Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So 3-1-4. That is another one dice off axis. So we're sticking with this hard way set. I saw that last night. Ed from Roll to Win did the Yuri Grip, did a Yuri Grip video, which was he called it a Yuri Grip drop shot. So he was using the same grip or similar grip to what I'm using. By the way, we're going to go to $25 on the 4 and 10 here. But he was using the same grip as what I normally do. But what he was doing is he was throwing the dice down, and he was trying to drop shot it so it goes through the air like this without spinning. There's no forward or backward spin on it. So he just throws it and kind of dead rolls it down the table. So check that video out. Kind of interesting. All bet set. 5-4-5-4 hard reset. And we got dice out. And we have a 2-1-3, another one dice off axis. Ace deuce again. It should be a repeater, I believe. Nope, not yet. So stick with the hard reset. One thing I did notice that when Ed was doing his dice setting, he gets into the Yuri set just a little bit differently than I do. When I set the dice, I'll bring them together and I'll actually roll the dice backwards to get into my Yuri grip. He was putting his fingers on the front and rolling it forward, and that's how he got into his dice set. Then he came in this way. So everything was set up the same, just that he got into it differently than what I do. So all bet set, dice out. And we have a 2-2. That would be the ballerina. That is a primary hit. So we consistently get primaries coming up. Then we will stick with this hard way set. So 2-2-4. And that's going to allow us to go to $50 on that 4. So we're dropping a quarter. 215 brought back to the rack, 178 on the table. Setting ourselves up for some nice presses coming up now. Stick with the hard way set, 5-4-5-4. And I'll bet set. Dice out. And we have a 3-1-4 Big Joe again. So we're starting to consistently hit that 4. We're doing both varieties of the 2-2 and the 3-1. So again, there's one dice off axis. Stick with the hard way set. We're going to bring that 4 up to $100. So we now have 305 brought back to the rack and 228 on the table. 5-4-5-4. And I'll bet set. 5 people in Crapsee, still 7 people on YouTube. People are kind of coming and going on YouTube, I see, a little bit. Dice out. 5-4-5-4. And another 2-2, consistent hard way set there. 2-2, 4-4, 4-4, 2-2 hard 4. And that is a repeater win, by the way. So if we had a repeater bet on Crapsee, that would have paid out. And that was a nice hit. That was $180 we brought back. We're going to go up to $200 on that 4 now. So we have $485 brought back to the rack, $328 on the table. This is the highest I've had my bets on any single number for a while. So $200 on that 4 currently. See if we can hit it again. If we do, we'll bring that down to a respectful level. So we need to do some recovery on our Crapsee bets anyhow. Crapsee table has been down a little bit. 5-4, 5-4 hard reset. Dice out. Let's regroup. They felt like they're splitting apart just slightly. Dice out. And we have midnight. All the dots and all the spots. So that is both dice off axis. So I do not like to see it with the hard way set, but we were looking for consistency. 2 rolls in a row. Good morning, Marble Fork. 5-4, 5-4. And that helped us with that ATS. And guys, we just hit that tall. Awesome. That was a nice win. So that's all we needed is that bookend, that 12 on her. And all we need is the 2 for the small. So we are very, very, very close here, guys, to hitting the ATS. Wow, I didn't even realize that. I'm just kind of focusing on the throwing here. So we'll stick with the 5-4, 5-4 hard reset. We're going to go all bets set on that. That was a very, 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 very nice hit that time. It'd be awesome to pick up the magic aces, although that would be a bad throw if I did that. But let's see what we do. And we have a 5-3. 5-3 easy 8, so that's a single pitch. That's our first single pitch that we've had for a while. So if we get another one of those, we're going to go back to that 4-2, 4-5 dice set. That was a 5-3. That was our point, by the way, so that's awesome. So we're going to do it a come out here. That was first point we hit on the shooter, and we are 14 rolls in already. Wow, it took a while to hit a point. So let's go $22 on that pass line. We're going to go $4 on the craps check. And we're going to go all bets set here, but let's set the dice first. 5-4, 5-4. And here we go. So we had half of the ATS set up here. Looking for the 2s, magic aces. Now some people during a come out roll would try to hit that, whatever we're trying to do. They would set the dice to try to hit that number. I'm not going to do that. We're sticking with the hard way set. And we have a primary hit here. 4-4. Square pair, heart 8. So we are going to be back on that 8. Which is the same number that we had the whole time. Thank you, Jen. So again, if you guys are just joining in, this is kind of a preview to the brown belt level. Changing the dice sets around as we throw, looking for consistency in our throws. So that was a primary. That was the first primary hit that we've had for a while. We're going to stick with that 5-4, 5-4 hard way set. And we're going to go all bet set. Dice out. Kind of went off center on the throw there. We have a single pitch, a 4-2. So the 2x4. So what we're going to do is we're getting a little bit deeper into the roll here. I'm going to bring that 4 bet down a little bit, and we're going to press a lot of the others. So we're going to bring some money back to the rack so we can bring some of our profits here. So we're going to bring, we have $200 on a 4. Let's drop that down to $100 on that 4. That was a single pitch 6, so we're going to go to $30 on that 6. And because of the tall and because of all the other profits we made, we have $672 brought back to the rack. We have $236 on a table currently. And we're at the 5-4, 5-4 hard way set yet. And let's go all bet set. Dice out, looking for that 2. Dice out. And we don't have the 2, but we have the square pair again. Hard 8. 4-4. So that is another primary hit. So primary hits, we stick with the hardway set because that all is hardway results. Some Joseph. So that was our point once again. So we're going to go to $40 on the pass line. And $6 craps check. All we need to do is pick up that 2, guys, the magic aces. Pick up magic aces, which I've not thrown for a long time now. Probably a week or so. So we're due for it. So all bets set, dice out. And here we go. And we have the Big Mac. 4-5, hard 9. Jeff from middle into craps. So we were throwing a lot of those earlier on, but this is first time for a while. That is a single pitch of the dice. So our new point is 9 now. We're going to take the $25 off the 9. We're going to go to $30 on the 8. 688 brought back to the rack. 260 on the table currently. 5-4-5 hardly set. If we hit another single pitch, we're going to switch back to that other dice set, the 4-2-4-5. All bets set. And here we go. Dice out. My right die left the hands a little bit early, but we have a 5-1 mixer. So that is another number that's showing up a little bit today. So we're going to go to $42 on a 6 and 8 with that. 723 brought back to the rack. And we've got 284 on the table. So that is our second single pitch. Now that's 1 dice off axis. So we're going to stick with the 5-4-5-4. Again, we're looking for 2 rolls in a row that are consistent on the results. And if we do get that, then we'll switch over to a different dice set depending on what that consistency is. So 5-4-5-4 hardway. Dice out. And we have a 2-2 hard 4. So the hardways are starting to show up again. So we should have kept that 4 at $200. That would have been a nice hit. But we brought it down 100. So let's do this one. Since we hit that again, let's go to, what's another strong number that we've had today? So the 4 has been really strong, and the 8 has been strong. So let's bring that 8 up to $90. So we're going to press that up and see if we can hit that again. So this is where we're going to start altering our betting to what the shooter is doing so we could hopefully get paid more on the results. So 5-4-5-4, I'll bet set and dice out. And Jen put money on the hard 4. That's awesome. That's one thing I don't do is a lot of the hardway bets or the center field bets there. I really don't do a lot of those other than the craps check. Why that is, I'm not really sure. And we have a leaner, but that would be a 6. It's going to come down on a 6, hopefully. Nope, it did not. But it would have been a 6-5. So we're going to mark that as a 6-5, not a 5-5. Sorry for that, guys. It was a leaner. It would have came down, and it should have came down on a 6. So 6-5 mid-mo yo. Again, that does nothing for our bets. 5-4-5-4 hardway set. That was one dice off axis on that one. So we're consistently doing either a single pitch or one dice off axis. So we'll call that all bets set, dice out. We're still looking for that 2. If we can hit that 2, that'll be the ATS hit. So Magic Aces, let's show yourself. Oh my God, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. We got a 1. And we've got a 3. 314. Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. I saw that 1 come up. I'm like, God dang it. I got it. I got it. I got it. But I didn't. So 314. Another nice hit. Guys, what do I do here? I have $1,000 brought back, $1,083 brought back, $332 on the table currently. I'm gonna press that 8 up again. We're gonna go to $180 on that 8. So let's see if we can hit that. That would be really nice. So we have 2 bets pressed up over $100. The rest of them are only pressed up once so far. 5 for 5 for hardware set. And how about that? That was the goal, Jen. Keep it in suspense. Looking for the 2 Magic Aces. Okay, here we go. Dice out. We're going to regroup and the dice split apart a little bit in my fingers. We're pretty far along in this roll, so I do want to make sure that we're getting good grips and good dice results. Dice out. Oh my God, guys. Unreal. 1, 2, ace deuce, Alfredo sauce. So there's a 3. There's nothing for our bets or ATS. Getting so close. 5, 4, 5, 4. And all that's it. Here we go. And we have a 2-2 hard 4 again, Jen. So hopefully you're betting that hard 4. I am not, but we did hit it again. Nice little hit for me. I have $100 on that 4 right now. And we've been consistently getting that. Would not be surprised if that repeater comes up once again on that 4. Let's press that 4 up to $100 again, or another $100. So we're at 200 on the 4, 180 on the 8. The rest of them are all pressed up only once or twice. 1263 brought back to the rack, 522 on the table right now. So definitely in the profit on this shooter. 5 for 5 for hardware set. Because that was a primary hit. We're going to stick with that hardware set. So how about that? There's a lot of 4s today on this throwing session so far. And that one was kind of a terrible throw. I felt comfortable coming out, but we have 4-3-7, guys, which is a double pitch. Came out, but that left dice stuck to the table. I'm not really sure why that happened, but that was a nice throw. We had a 25 roller there. We scored 204 roll quality points. What do you guys think? One more roll, one more shooter, or not? I have time to do it if you guys want it. We'll see. Let's look at our results so far on the table, see how we're doing. We can always go one more roll. Let me know in the chat. Jen says one more. But right now the 4s are hot. The 6 or 8s are pretty decent. Hard Hard dice are definitely off the charts. They're definitely light side. Good morning, Victor. Let's go one more roll here, guys, and see how we do. Again, we're going to stick with that hardware set. Seems to be very consistent. We're doing either single pitches or one die off, primaries or one die off axis right now. So that means we're going to stick with that hardware set. So hopefully my microphone continues to work because I'm getting low on battery power here, guys and gals. 5454 coming out looking for a new point. This will be shooter number 5. I'll bet set. It's a nice recovery on Crapsee on that last shooter. Dice up. And we had the same thing here, guys. That left die is sticking on the table, so that means my energy level is a little bit low. But we have a come out 7. That's both dice off axis. And I think that's partially because that die is sticking on the table. So let's see if we can get a little bit, either a little more energy in the throw, or if we can get a little bit more arc on the throw and see what happens if we change the angle of trajectory. So again, $20 pass line bet, $3 craps check. We're going to go back up on that ATS 555. And I'll bet set. 5 for hard right sets. There we go. Change the thing a little bit. We have a one dice sub axis. We have the 1-5 mixer. So 6 will be our new point. So let's go with $15 on a 4 and 10. We're gonna go $30 on the 5 and 9, 36 on that 8. And this will definitely be my last shooter. I hear that everybody in home is starting to wake up here, and they're going to be starting to walk across the floor as we're shooting the dice. So we'll see how that works out while I'm doing this. But I'll bet set. Stick with the hardware set. 5454. There's it. And we have a 358. We have our first single pitch that we've had for a while. So we're again looking for consistency on the dice throws. If we can be consistent with our throws, that'll determine what we're going to do with the dice set. We've done the primarily most of our throws have been hardware set today, and the rest of them have been that 4-2-4-5 dice set. So we're going to put the 4 and 10 at $30 here. And we're going to call that all bet set. Dice out. The first person I can hear walking around upstairs is my 3-year-old granddaughter. So, dice out. And we have a 4-5 Big Mac. That would be the hard 9. So that is our second single pitch of the dice. That means we're going to be switching our dice set over. And we're going to bring our bets down at 96 across bet level now. So it's $83 brought back, $113 on the table. And why we have the more brought on the table is because of the ATS bet. So we're switching dice sets again. That's right, because that was our second single pitch. So we got 4-2, 4-5. And we're going to go all bet set here. Again, single pitches, we're sticking with this. So Navaldo says his high arch or arc fixes most of his problems. Anytime that you switch around anything that you're doing and you're working on the mechanics of your dice, it is going to switch the results around, obviously. And it gets you out of your current funk or groove. Guys, we have a 257. So that was a bad thing to switch over, but we did. But hey, that was a good run today. Let's go back to our statistics, see where we're finished up for the day. Again, people at my household here are starting to wake up, so I'm gonna that was our last roll because of that. But anyhow, we had 5 shooters. We had 3 of them that were so-so or below average. We had a 10, and then we had a 25, which is an awesome roll. Our 4s were really high today, but box numbers are good. Inside are just under expected. 4s and headings were high. Come 7s are low. Horns are average. Fields are average. Hardways are off the charts. Definitely light side play today. The 4s were hot. 8s were decent. Everything else is expected or below expected. We had an SOR of 9.8. We had an SRR of 8.1 with 1 come out 7. That surprised me. I thought I would have had more than that. But really happy with the results today, guys. And again, today was a special session, a level up program. And it was kind of a preview of some of the stuff we're going to be doing on brown belt level. We'll be doing the dice set changing around on brown belt level as well as other things, but that's still a little ways off. We still got to finish up the purple belt level. But anyhow, hey guys, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Could you guys please have a safe and exciting, fun weekend? Enjoy yourselves.